What's up, Sando? Hope you're well, man. Over here playing some PTR if we can get any games. Should be fun. But I don't know if we're gonna play any games or not. It's pretty early. I don't know who Nonsense is. I don't know who. I don't think that's the real Ryung either. I played him and I beat him a few times. Didn't really feel. I don't think it's really Ryung. I don't know. Could be, but it didn't really seem like it was. I think it's just somebody who put Ryung as their name. Yeah, I think so. I could be wrong, but I'd be surprised if it actually was him. I've never actually barely ever played him, or maybe never. I don't really. Playing other high-level Terran players, like he didn't really feel like he was nearly as good as like. It's probably fake. What's up, Hamster Dude on YouTube? Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like and follow. Appreciate you watching. Yeah, I mean, I don't think the real Ryung would have like a 60% win rate. I don't know though. Maybe. 250 games, yeah. So you gotta think maybe it's probably fake. It's a good player, don't get me wrong, but it's not like young, like professional. I was just looking at his match history to see who he lost to, because he was at like way over 3,800 when I stopped playing him. Now he's all the way down to 3,700. So I want to just like he lost a sort of and that nonsense guy a bunch of times. That is. Playing a Robo and a Stargate every game. AI viewers. Sick, bro. Yeah, I had a feeling we might not be able to get any games. Bummer. PTR right now. I really don't want to go to live. I wish they would update the PTR though. There are some things that need to get updated. And you know they're probably going to do it really soon, so I wish they would just like drop it. But they haven't quite done that yet. Thursday? Yeah, that sounds about right. everybody was like wanting like an instant like update. I get like some of the bugs, perhaps like not being clear if the Nexus should be 12 or 13 supply. What else? The battery change, where the battery away from a Nexus now gives you 100% battery, but that not being in the notes, stuff like that. I'm sure there's a bunch of others that I'm missing. Those are the two that yeah, they should have probably instantly done those. But like, as far as like warp gate change and stuff, yeah, the orbital gives 2 extra supply or something. I heard that. I haven't played Terran, but I heard that. Yeah. So instead of doing that, I mean, they should have updated that right away. But as far as like warp gate change, you gotta like let people play out the game a few times before you're just like, all right, scrap it. I don't think they're gonna scrap the warp gate change.
Facing Metalico. Good luck. Match starting.
I don't think they're gonna scrap the warp gate change or the worker change, to be honest. I think those are gonna stay. I think they might overhaul the warp gate change a little bit, maybe. There's definitely gonna be something like it in the... Like, I think if anything, what they need to do is buff regular gateways. I don't think they should make it cheaper. I think that would be a bad decision, personally. And I know like every Protoss player is like, oh, it's too expensive, blah blah blah. Well, I mean, like, it's... Sorry, warp gates are like crazy strong if you really think about it. Especially when you get the fast warp ends. You can just warp, you can produce your units anywhere at any time. Like, it's like, yeah, it should probably cost some money. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, you get the 3-second warp in, so I mean that's huge. Like, that makes big difference. Like, you don't have to always have a gateway everywhere. One thing they could add is to make it a little bit less painful to lose a gateway, because I do think right now if you have a warp gate and you lose it, it's kind of a little too expensive compared to what it should be. It's like if you lose... Oh, I lost the probe. If you lose the warp gate, you can like produce another one for free. Something like if you have another gateway, or the next gateway you build, and produce a warp gate for free or something. I don't know, it's just an idea. Because out of everything, I think that's a little bit craziest. If you, when you lose a... And this is fast. I lost one probe, it's not that bad.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
I don't know if he's more basing or not.
shall persevere.
Proxy Stargate, maybe?
Love.
You require my skills.
No.
OP Batteria.
Await.
Very wise. For the reckoning.
Glory to the Daylong. The first war.
You must construct additional pylons. You must construct additional pylons.
We had started a expo late.
State thy bidding. Cold is
Ire shall be.
You have not enough minerals. Your warriors use complete and you have not. My life for Ire. You have not enough minerals.
Okay, so at this point in the game, kind of waiting for him to move out. All right, so he's moving out now. Oh, he has no production. That's good for us. I mean, not production. He has no mineral. Not mining any minerals. Good God.
Place that in a pylon.
my depths are about to kill his command center. That was very close. That was definitely very all in, yes. But we almost threw it still. Had a lot of units. Seeing all these Terran players and they're like not getting over like 30 SCVs a lot of times. It's very weird. Complains about battery, goes all in. I mean, complains about battery with the first Reapers, 3 Reapers and Hellions, and then follows it up with another 3 Hellions and 3 Reaper attack or whatever. That was the funny. Like, alright, it didn't work the first time because of the battery. Let me try it again. Not using mules at PTR. I mean, I think they're solely reliant on mules, right? Because they're not building SCVs. So they're just like dropping mules. That's it. I really should have been able to get one more Colossus out there. I think instead of going the range upgrade so quick. Thanks for the likes and the views on TikTok. Please follow my YouTube channel as well and spam that like button. You can click it as many times as you want. Also, YouTube, please subscribe and follow my YouTube. Sorry about that, guys. Now we're just waiting for a game here. What's up, TikTok? What's up, Kick? Currently streaming on 4 platforms. Get a little music. What's up, Wacky? YT? Alright, we got another game here. Yes, Sophie. Is that like corn?
You have not
Facing Mia Sophie. Good luck. Match starting.
We're gonna do our patented, very fast warp gate build. 12 gate, 12 gas. So we cut probes at 12, we build our gas, we build our gate, we build our gas. I even like to get the second gas now. Because you actually do need a lot of gas with this build. Obviously, because you're warping 3 warp gates very early on. And you have to build the units, so like, it's a lot. Alright, this is about when we're gonna scout. And warp gate takes 100 seconds, the gateway takes about 46. So, if it's like a third to a half done, about good indicator of when you should add gateways. See what he's doing. Chronoing a unit. Where's that warp gate? The way to tell, I just don't know how. I think it's just a unit. Man, 800 APM. Damn. Go. No more keyboard. Yeah, he basically used all his keys on that. Anybody that's watching, I'd really appreciate you guys go check out my website, sc2tools.com. Just give me traffic. You go. Have to do anything with the page. Get it. Alright, we got RIP. Lucky game happened. So this guy's random. So against random, what are we gonna do?
Facing RIP, random race. 3,491 MMR. You're 0-1 against them, 0% win rate.
They already
Good luck.
beat me. That's a bad
Match
sign.
starting.
Do I want a low ground wall? I never almost low ground wall against against random. I'm just gonna do my 3-gate build. Just gonna do the same build I did last game. And I think I can kind of make that work in a way against any race, depending on what they do. If I get 6 pooled, I'll probably just die, though. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see. Just try it. Classic. Oh, we forgot our second gas. Alright, we're gonna scout now. Oh, we need a chrono warp gate. Chrono wing warp gate. Very important. Pass with us. Oh, I saw a worker. I just don't know what worker it was. I think it must be Protoss. Same thing. Oh, he's doing the same thing. Okay, he's doing the same thing.
The firstborn shall persevere. Glory to the Daylon. It shall be done. To glory. Plague combat awaits. For Selendis, give us your command. Najakar Mina. Victory for the first iron. The firstborn shall persevere. Let none deter us. We let your will be heard. Executor. Where? Let your will. Come the firstborn shall.
Our pylon is under attack.
May your death beast give us Najakar. We glory to the day. Faith.
You have not enough minerals. Our pylon is under attack.
Yes, Executor. We are. Give us your command. The firstborn shall persevere. Glade cannon armed. Let none deter. Ire. Combat. Let your glory to the day. It we give us your command. We serve with pride. The Templar march. Where shall we march? Yes, Executor. The firstborn shall persevere. Najak, yes, Executor. We give us your. Where shall we march?
You have not. Our pylon is under attack.
Najakar, enough. To glory. Let none. Ire shall be. Give us your command. We are mind. Forward. It shall be done. Let your will be heard. Glory to the Daemon. Combat. Let's give up combat. The firstborn shall persevere. We are of one mind. Ire. We serve. Where shall we march? Najakar, enough. Yes, exactly.
Oh, he really out-microed me there. To give him to him.
Lords alive. Yes, Executor. Let none shall persevere. Lords alive. Where? Najak. We serve with pride. Glory to the Daemon.
You have not enough minerals. Our pylon is under attack.
Give us. Where shall the firstborn shall persevere. It shall be done. Combat awaits.
Additional pylons.
Faith before fear. I have met the
Place that in a power field.
eradication. Let iron. May your death be swift. Give us your Porcelendis. We are, yes. Najakar, enough. The Templar, march.
What a game. I really scuffed it up, but he scuffed it up way harder than I. Did he do the exact? I think he did the exact same build, but mine was maybe a little bit faster. It seemed like. Let's see. Let's see what he did. What's this? So he builds a pylon faster than I. He went 10 pylons. But yeah, he cuts at 12. Mine's just faster for some reason. Like I'm a probe ahead somehow. You just messed up. Not quite probe, but like half a probe. Yeah, this is the build. Oh, he builds 3 pylons. That's why he didn't have as much money as I did. Cause like I was like, he should have 3 units. Now in this scenario, is it better to warp in at home is the question. It's not gonna be a not gonna matter for much longer anyways to even think about this, but because they're probably not gonna have gateway. They're probably not gonna allow the warp gate to be researched before the cybernetics core is done. I think that if any warp gate change will happen, I think that will be the one that happens. I think they will still require you to build it from the core. I mean, from the gateway. Actually, I mean, I actually like that. I think it's a good idea because it's a big investment and it really makes a lot of different options for when you start it available. Not available, but required. You really have to think about when you start warp gate rather than currently. I mean, if it was on the core, like right when the core finished, every time you would just start it. And there needs to be some sort of like decision-making process, not just like, all right, you just do the, I mean, you know, like some things there shouldn't be, like, you know, build a pylon, build a gateway. You need to build pylons, stuff like that. That's fine. But like when it's a tech route, and warp gate now is kind of a tech route, you should have to put some thought into when you start it. Or at least it's interesting to me if you have to put some thought into it. Is it the best for Protoss? Absolutely not. Is it like kind of hard to balance? I don't know. I don't think so. I think Protoss has some pretty good defensive tools already. Now, does it limit the aggressive options Protoss has and make them have to play defensive and maybe slow down the game a bit? In some aspects, but like in this game, you have the option to get it very fast now. It's just comes at a cost. And I think having a give and take type of aspect like that is pretty interesting. Because I remember if you watch the games I played against Mana at the in the in the video, like the first thing he's talking about, it's like his first PvP games on the PTR. And he's initially like, all right, well, I think I can get away with like major greed here. I can go 1-gate expo. You know, I think 1-gate expo, and I think aggression is not going to be viable or going to be really hard to get any aggression on. And then like he sees me warp in 3 adepts in his base at like 3 minutes, and it's like, well, there goes that thought. I guess, yeah, you you can be aggressive. It's just like it comes at a cost, and you have to realize that cost, and it can work sometimes. It makes it does make all ends more coin flippy a bit, but it also makes all ends, you know, more, what's the word? More committed. Does make them more committed. Whereas I think in live, there's like there's a lot of all ends that like are kind of just pressures that aren't really fully committed and stuff. I think it's nice to have like a more committed variety of all ends if you want to commit to the warp gate earlier. At least from design wise, I like that idea. Balance wise, Protoss probably needs some adjustments a little bit. Maybe we need to revert some of the changes to the robo units to make robo units stronger. Maybe we need to like observers probably should just be able to be visible all the time again. Why do we have this sentry mode where they're visible? Why 10 workers, not 16? Immortal with blink. See, now we're talking. Now we're talking. And why don't we just let immortals shoot air too? Only unit you'll ever need to build a blink immortal that can shoot air. Campaign immortal. I don't know what I never played Legacy of the Void campaign, but I'm sure it's goated. But anyways, yeah, I like this aspect of it. Let's go Spurs. Fingo, they're coming back. That was a crazy game last night. I mean, every game they've played has been like kind of in a similar pattern, but this one just the Spurs held on. Like I feel like the Spurs kind of get like they're the better team. Feels like kind of. So they like get ahead. And then like New York just puts on these crazy runs. Like in the second quarter, they just score 42 points. It's like, what the heck, bro? Oh, it's gonna be Spurs 2-2. They got that aura. Although I do think they're gonna start watching Wemby more for being kind of dirty. Dude is like not even low key dirty anymore. He's like clearly pretty. He's like a clearly dirty player, which is kind of crazy. Face of the league is like Draymond Green levels of dirty. So I think they'll be watching him a little more. That Brunson shove, dude, was pretty sketch. I don't know. I talk about why Gates and Cybernetic so fast in the start 12. Oh, okay. So Arena, this is a PvP build for the PTR. So we're playing the 8-worker start version. And in this version, you can get your warp gate out. Warp gate research is on the gateway. So you can actually start your warp gate right when the gateway finishes. So you go 12 gas, 12 gate, 12 gas, and you have just about 50 gas right when it finishes, and you start research warp gate right away. And then you can warp in on your very quickly on the opponent's side of the map. You can get 3 adepts on their side at 3 minutes. So that is why that is happening. But this is only on the PTR. This is not the live version of the game. This is the test. Brunson is a villain. He deserved it. Dude, I love Brunson, man. I feel so like imagine if the Mavericks just had Luka, Brunson, and Cooper Flag right now. Bruh. You'd actually have a good team. But like we wouldn't even give Brunson like mid-level money. Like the Mavs are just make the worst decisions with their front office. I mean, I bet they'll be better now. But Nico, I mean, he did so many good things. Like brought in PJ Washington, brought in Gafford, got rid of Porzingis. Was that him? I think it was. But then he just does these horrible decisions, like getting rid of like letting Brunson walk and getting rid of Luka. I mean, like how do you? I don't know. How do you make such good decisions and then such bad decisions? I guess everybody's like that. Nobody's perfect. I have time for one more game, unfortunately. I don't have time for another game. Let's watch a replay. Didn't call it. This is a game I played yesterday. This isn't the real Ryung, I don't think. I think this is just it's just a pretend Ryung. I do a very weird build this game because he didn't expo. Then he does a very weird build. It's the first time I'd seen speed mines on the new patch. Oh, he flew right over that.
Additional.
Ah, I see, I see. This makes a lot of sense. I was wondering in this game why he wasn't. Oh, he's just out of it.
Research complete.
So I think right now I'm in a very good spot.
Ready for dust off.
I have Expo, I have the gold. Charge, 6 gates. Oh man, I could have killed. Look at my army count compared to his. Man, maybe I could have just killed him. Why am I not just attacking? I could just win the game right now, probably. Sometimes I'm just not just. Most of the time, I've gotten much better at being like decisive, but sometimes still I'm just not quite as decisive as I should be. Like, look at the army counts. I've doubled his army supply, and he has no like he doesn't have stem. He doesn't have combat shield. I could just win the game here. That I chased this stupid widow mine for ages. If I had blink, it'd be a little easier. The main reason is I don't know. Thought the wall would make it hard. So he basically is almost mined out of his. Pretty nuts. I have so much money left on my. Oh, a lot more money than left on my main. Quite an interesting game. Yeah, now there's nothing I can't break through that. I mean, maybe I could. I don't know. I still just have a humongous army value lead. Maybe I'm just under. Ah, those mines though. Oh. I'm not very good with stalkers at all. I got so much value out of this gold. I mean, he should have just lifted. Barely any reason to keep this base. Just lift to his, maybe that's what he does. No, he built another CC. Yeah, I think that was probably a mistake. I think he should have stayed on two CCs. Cause like, I guess it gives you extra scans and mules, but like other than that, not really. I mean, which is pretty helpful. Right? To be fair, that is pretty helpful. Yeah, looking at this game now, a lot of this makes a lot of sense. I was wondering why he had so little left over at the end. Because he was on base for so long, he mined out his main very quickly. Storm. Got 3-3 and he's only on 1-1. I think the biggest thing. Upgrade differential's huge. He does get a lot of ghosts, which is good for him. Ghosts are pretty awesome. However, I do feel like in PvT they're at least a little bit more manageable than they were. With 125 energy, even though they have higher range and higher damage output, the 125 energy health, I mean, for some reason made him feel like a lot more durable as far as survival. Which is, you know, obviously they have 25% less health, but you would think it would. I think they still need a little bit of nerf though. I think 7 range is kind of nuts with the 20 damage. I mean, it's mainly the 20 damage just flat. 20 damage flat is just too high. 7 range I can get down with if it was 10 damage. And then maybe like +5 to light or something. I don't know. Alright, that's going to be it for me.